what do you think we're going to be learning about today?
Shapes.
Raise your hand. Leland?
Shapes.
Shapes. We are going to start learning about shapes. So, I have something to hand out to everyone. And I need to talk about it before I give it to you. So I made everyone a bag of shapes that we're going to talk about. Okay? But I only want you to take out the shape that I tell you when I tell you. So when you get your baggie, keep it closed and don't take anything out. Okay? Can I have your attention?
Yes.
So I need you to set your bag in your lap and don't
I can
touch it,
set
okay?
it in my skirt.
Okay. So we'll take our hands off our bags for now. Okay. Does everyone have their bags in their lap?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we not going to do while we're talking? Mila?
Move your bags.
Move your bags. Or
Play
Tabitha?
with your bags.
Play with your bags. Or Ebony?
Talk.
Talk. Yeah, no talking. And don't touch your bags. We'll play with the bags in just a minute, okay? We'll get the shapes out and talk about each one. But first, so we're going to start talking about different kinds of shapes and sides and corners on shapes, okay? Does anyone know, raise your hand if you think you know what this shape is. Ebony? 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 Jessie?
Square.
A square, yes. Who else thought it was a square? Put your thumbs up. Good job. Okay, so this is a square. Okay, so now let's talk about the sides of the square. Does anyone know what part is the side? The side of the square. Edgar? So this part? Yes, this is called a side. So let's count together and see how many sides a square has. So we're going to count together as I point, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides, okay?
I already learned about
Now we're going to talk about the corners. Can anyone come show me what part the corner of the square is? Rosie, you want to come show me? Yeah, the corner where the two sides meet. So let's count the corners together. So count as I point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners too. Huh. That's interesting. There's 4 sides and 4 corners. Okay. That's interesting that they're the same. So now,
Those are both zeros.
now I want you to open your bag, and I want you to get out the orange square. Just the orange square, okay? Once you have the orange square out, can you raise that high? So I know everyone has it. Okay. So let's count the sides and the corners on our square we have in our hand. Let's do it together. So I want you to point as I point. So look up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to feel. So feel how that side is. Does anyone know, is this a straight or a curved side?
Straight.
Straight, right? Does anyone know what a curved side would look like? Tabor?
Kind of like this.
Yeah, kind of like, what shape might be curved? Have a curved side. Cheyenne?
Triangle.
Not a triangle. You're Cardell?
Circle.
A circle. And what shape is the circle? Can anyone point to which one's the circle?
I have no clue.
Jordan, you want to point to it? Yeah, that's the circle. So let's name that one. So we've got our circle.
Can we put this one back?
Yes, you can go ahead and put your square away. And let's get out our circle, okay? Your circle should be purple.
Paper.
Yeah. There was no circles
You got
this time,
a
so I made some paper ones. Everyone has a paper circle. So get out your
Why
purple
don't you have
circle.
a big one and we have small?
They're all different sizes.
Oh, I have a big one, kind of.
Okay, small.
Mine
Once you have your circle, raise it high. So I know you have it.
Your circle.
Raise your circle. Raise it.
Mine is so small.
Do you have your circle?
Oh, I love this one.
Circle? Okay. So I want you to look at your circle. We're going to try to figure out how many sides the circle has. So I want you, boys and girls, I need your voices. I want you to talk with a partner about how many sides you think a circle has. Okay, about 10 more seconds, okay?
And it has sides. It has to be straight.
Okay. Boys and girls, raise your attention. Okay. Raise your hand if you would like to share what you and your partner talked about. Jeremy, what did you guys talk about?
I think it has 0
I
sides.
think it has 0 sides. Okay. Did anyone else think differently? Adrian?
I think it has 0 corners.
0 corners. Okay, that's a good thought. But what about sides? Did anyone have a different idea on how many sides it has? Tabitha?
I said that it had, instead of just saying 4 sides, I said it had 4 curved sides, like this one, and then on the bottom and the top and the side.
If you split it up?
Yeah, and then it would be
Any of your voices?
and then it would be like a curved side.
Yeah. So I want to tell you something. So, Timber. So just because it is a side doesn't mean it has to be a straight side. So this is a straight side, right?
What is that?
But this has a curved side. So we can say it has 1 side. But you have to make sure you say 1 curved side. It's not straight. Do you see any straight lines on this circle? No.
And it's very flat.
Yes. Okay, boys and girls, I need your voices to be off and your eyes to be up front. Okay,
Put it back.
let's look at, so our circle has 1 side. How many corners does our circle have?
No. 1 side has 0.
Everyone, what do you think?
0.
0. There's no corners. There's 0 corners. Okay, so I want you to put your circle back, and I want you to get out your green triangle. Okay? Your green triangle. Hey, once you have your green triangle, raise your hand here so I know. Okay, when your voices are off and your triangle is raised, I'll know that you're ready. Okay. Does everyone have a triangle?
No. I have a triangle.
Got it. Okay. So let's look at the sides of a triangle.
1.
Boys and girls, what do we not do with our shapes?
Play with them.
Cheyenne,
Play with them.
play with them. Do we put them on our nose? No. We just keep them in our hands. We put them in our mouth?
No.
No. That's not a good idea because there's germs on this, okay? Do you have a question? Let's go ahead. Okay, so let's count the sides on our triangle. So let's start with this one. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. 3 sides. 3 sides. Okay, let's look at the corners. Let's look at our corners. So let's count together. So 1, 2, 3. 3 corners also? Huh.
Interesting. Kind of like the square.
Yeah. Do you guys notice anything? The sides. Cheyenne?
3 corners.
There's 3 sides and 3 corners. What about the square? Was that the same thing too?
Yeah.
4 sides and 4 corners. Okay, I want you to take out your red shape. I haven't talked about what it is yet, but I want you to take out your red shape.
I know what it is.
Don't say if you know it, okay? Just hold up your red shape when you have it out. Hold it up. Nice and high. Hold your red shape really high. Oh, Jessie, do you have your red shape?
Why do you have a bigger one? This is too.
Okay, called? Don't say it out loud. Raise your hand if you think you know what the shape is called. This red shape. What do you think it's called?
Trapezoid.
A trapezoid, yes. Good job. We're going to go back to our seats and work on a math worksheet, okay, together. So as I pass it out to you, you may go back to your seat. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get your paper?
Write your name.
Write your name and what else?
Date.
The date. Okay? Okay, let's look at number 5. So number 5 says which attributes or characteristics are the same for all shapes in group A. So look at the shapes you have in group A. Look at these shapes on your paper.
Triangles.
So we're going to try to figure out what they all have in common. Can someone raise their hand and tell me one thing they all have in common? Something about them. Andreas? Can you say that a little louder? They all have 3 sides, right? So I want you to write, so it says they all, we're going to write, have 3 sides. What else do these shapes have in common? What else do they all have in common? Tabor? They're all triangles, yes. So they're all triangles, but what makes them a triangle? What else do they have? What do they all share? They have 3 sides. What else do they have?
3 corners.
Edgar? Yeah, they all have 3 corners, right? You see where I'm pointing? We're going to circle which shapes fit with group A. Okay? So let's look at this first shape, the circle. Does the circle fit with these shapes up here?
No.
So we're not going to circle that one. What about this rectangle? Does that fit with the shapes up here?
No.
What about this triangle?
Yeah.
So go ahead and circle that triangle, okay? That fits with the group up here. It has 3 corners and 3 sides.
Yes. Can we add it to the top?
No. What about this last shape? Does this last shape have, does it fit with the group up here?
No.
No, so we're not going to circle that one.
Wait, there's 2 sides.
Okay, so let's look at number 7. So it says draw 2 more shapes that would fit with group A. Okay, so I want you to draw 2 shapes down here in this box that would also fit with this group. So what does it need to have to fit with that group? Do you remember? Jeremy?
3 sides.
3 sides. And 3 what? What else does it need to have? Jordan?
Corners.
3 corners. So I need you to draw 2 more shapes that have 3 sides and 3 corners. Okay, so go ahead and work on that.
I want them. Look, he has a nose. Look. That's that. No, I did it at 6 and a half. There's a I got it. I did it upside down. And that's on the side. There's our
Shapes that would fit with this group. So what you do, draw.
And I just have
It says to draw.